Ew. Let's see all my makeup mess. Okay, so you guys understand why I'm like so late doing a podcast. It's because I was emailing some lawmakers to get. I'll read you the letter I sent them because you guys know I try to be quite transparent on what I'm doing to help the traumatic brain injury community and everything. Um, little housekeeping notes. The next 2 weeks, there will not be a podcast. I'm giving myself 2 week break to kind of let my head rest and just relax from everything. Just like little 2 week head vacation, so to speak. But the next week I come back, I don't know about the Monday or Wednesday. Hopefully I'll have a survivor for the Monday. I'll have a survivor to interview. Hopefully I'll have a business or a sponsor or something to interview for that Wednesday. But January 19th, I will have someone that will be on. Her name is Cheryl Kemp. She is she's an advocate. Forgot what state she's from, but she'll be on to discuss legislation at the congressional, right now, at the congressional level for like brain injury. She might discuss disabilities. I don't know. We haven't quite discussed just yet, but we might discuss disabilities and brain injury stuff. I told her she's more than welcome to come back on to discuss what's going on in her state, so that way those in her state would know what's going on at the political level and everything. So that's, as far as I know, as far as it's been scheduled, who's going to be coming on the podcast. So I just have Cheryl Kemp right now. And then the letter that I sent out to go to several lawmakers, this is the letter that I sent out. To many of them. Just a heads up, I have already emailed Ranson and Tally about this, and will probably email some of your other colleagues about this to get some feedback on it. Plus, if you guys want to participate in it, just let me know. Okay, next year, Rev Up has the goal to get something like between 1,500 to 2,000 Americans with disabilities registered to vote, and then 200 of them in the congressional districts. Even though things can get hairy during the election year, and I mean, the ugliness of between candidates and stuff. What if we had some fun this next year? Like see which candidate, red versus blue, rural versus urban, can get the most Okies living with a disability registered to vote. For crying out loud, could we please show up the East and West Coast for once? They love to talk about how they did this or that first. I've been to enough conferences to know DC in 04 and 05. Twice was enough for me to get the gist of it all. Not poking fun at or making fun of the East or West Coast. It's just kind of a like inside joke type thing that was done at the conferences time. So I'm poking my nose in it now. There I go. I'd love to talk about it on my podcast like it was a sport or something. I'd probably turn it into comedy time, but it would be very respectful if I did so. If you'd like to check out my podcast, you can do so by going to www.youtube.com/TBI Raiders. And so that is what I sent to all the lawmakers. Okay, I don't know if I put this on the last time, but I will just be kind of just, I'll put what I have written down that I got from another website. I don't know if I put it in last time. Okay, see, I think I did. But I don't think I went into more detail, but I am this time. Emergency. Yeah. Citizen. Emergency. Response. Team. Cute. I think this would be, I don't even remember how this would get labeled. So I'm just putting dash. I'll correct it later. Federal. Oh, federal. Yeah. State. Local. Tribal. Territorial. Governments. Non-governmental partners from all sectors. Neighborhood. Based. Community. Groups. Faith. Based. Organizations. Youth. Children. Daycare. Okay. I'm gonna go look back soon. Okay. That. Then we're also going to have going to need to have trainings. Okay. And if we're going to have trainings, we're going to need to have locations, funding for those. Well, that'll come at the end. Partners. I'm going to put partners on each of these because you could probably have different partners for the different ones. Then D, emergency management. That would be like police, fire department, police, fire department, ambulance, police, fire department, ambulance, or ambulance, paramedics. Dude, I should know this one. I was on it. I wasn't one of those. I was volunteering City Hall. I volunteered in City Hall because my dad was mayor and he was also active duty with the Army. And so I wanted to volunteer in City Hall so that way I could see my dad more often and everything and get a chance to understand some of the work he did, like from being mayor and understanding both sides of, besides the political and the military sense of what he did. And that got to be fun, understanding that stuff. If you think I'm weird, fine, I'm weird. Okay, we got police, fire department, paramedics. Yeah. Yeah. I think I'm losing. Police, fire. Okay, got a cousin. I'll leave it off. If I'm leaving something off, somebody please tell me. Because I feel like I am. That's all I'm going to put for there right now. I'm just going to do some basic things before my head starts pounding. Rural communities. Tornado shelters, storm shelters, I'll go into that more detail once I get down to that. Because I'm thinking, like, because not all, like, Stillwater doesn't have a tornado shelter where everyone can go to. And, like, some homes need to have a tornado, like, you have a storm shelter built in the house. Well, if you live, like, in a duplex, such as my husband, I do, where it's a rent, can't quite have that. So if there was someplace where you could go, or if you could have some place where it's like local or another, but with COVID and oh gosh, it's nuts with all this mess with COVID and everything and all this health stuff problems going around. Clinics, yeah, 3 clinics. No, but in dash, small hospitals. Okay, let's see here. Oh crap, can't think what it's called. You can do the what are they called? Oh, dang nabbit. Like if there's a flu, which they already do that. The so you got the vaccines that that they already do. Then there you can partner up with probably do awareness. Be neat if organizations try to partner up with clinics or another, and you could do like little awareness on health conditions or another and see how much more gets done by doing that. By having awareness weeks. By having awareness week. By partnering with clinics and small hospitals. Okay, that's all I've got right now because I think my memory and brain took all from doing that letter. Ugh. So I hope everyone has a wonderful new year. And like I said, the next 2 weeks, there will not be a podcast. I'm going to take a mental vacation for myself, and I will be back the following week. And hopefully I'll have a guest lined out for the Monday and Wednesday, and then there will be a guest on the 19th. So I will talk to you later.